Inferno is a great place to end the series, and we've got a knife round as well to have a quick look at before we jump on into all the action of the decider in the series. One of these teams going to be knocked out momentarily. Should probably happen in 45 minutes or so, depending on the speed of the game. But for the moment, it's all damn good. And it looks like we are going to have ourselves a game, Josh.
Yeah, bit of a standoff there for a few seconds. I love those knife rounds where they just stare at each other for 30 seconds and then bang, it is all over in a flash.
Yeah.
It looks like the Rooster boys are like, let's go CT side, okay? It worked, on Anubis. Maybe it'll work on Inferno.
Where are they going for the pistol? It looks like we aren't live. Just waiting for the game to get going. But Rooster starting on that CT side, BNK on T, and we've been pretty impressed by BNK's Inferno lately. I think this was the map that they upset Greyhound on recently, so that's definitely going to put a little star on your stamp card,
Yep, just one star in your stamp card, and maybe you get, after you get 10 of those stars, you get an Inferno free. Yeah, those things with like coffee and whatnot. But even like I say, Bandits, Kangaroos, their Inferno's been pretty good recently. Like I say, both these teams with Bandits, Kangaroos, and Roosters have a big rivalry. And on Inferno, it's just been one team just basically absolutely slaps each other to oblivion. There's been no close matches on Inferno between these two teams.
Yeah. Let's see if we can change this one up. But yeah, for the moment, ASAP, just trying to remember what the ROP smoke lineup is. It's that one. If you guys don't know, top right of the little white dot there. Jump throw, bam. Get yourself some mid control, banana control, every bit of control your heart damn desires. You can have it.
T control. The T's can't push the smoke, it's just an invisible wall.
Yeah.
They just wake up and they're in Skyrim. That's what happens.
Well, hopefully the boys will be getting ready sooner rather than later. What's your take for this one, Josh? You reckon BNK have it or Rooster?
This is a tough one. I reckon BNK probably goes with the 13-4.
13-4. You reckon it's one-sided?
Yeah, it's going to be one-sided, I reckon. The last two have been one-sided.
We'll see.
Given how cursed this will be, probably be 12-12 OT.
I reckon it's going to be closer than that by a little bit. I think BNK are going to be coming out swinging, on a high note. T side, get some really early momentum, and then I think we're going to see a late resurgence from Rooster.
And the score?
I don't know, 13-10. Yeah. 13-10. Sounds perfect.
Why not 11? I actually saw a game that went 14-3 in the end. Okay, like it was obviously error in the API. Like, how can you win a game 14-3?
Well, it looks like the boys aren't ready yet. Might not be for a little bit. And we're coming to say hey real quickly. So,
yo,
yeah, the 11 p.m. third map start. Absolutely love to see that out of the boys.
This is why you live on the West Coast, Mac. casual 8
True.
p.m. That's not a good time, and you get all those, oh, we'll start 4 p.m. AST, and it's just like literally middle of my lunch break.
Yeah.
But yeah, overall, bit of tech issues, bit unfortunate there. But yeah, it's gonna be an Inferno. I'm, I'm replacing Giovanna at this stage. But yeah, I also overall both teams have thrashed each other on this map. I think one in November and one obviously in the RMRs. But I think, as I said before, Bandits Kangaroos, they will repeat their performance again. Anubis, well, that was an aberration. I just don't think anything went right for the Kangaroos. I think the map was pretty much done for Anubis once Rooster got that 8th round on the CT side. But I think Inferno will be a different story. I think the Kangaroos will surge back. Obviously, Brace will go easily. And that's what we're going to see here.
Yeah. Well, pistol round time. Game's live. Rooster, let's see if they can keep it together or if they crumble apart. BNK are just going to go for 4 sets of Kev, smoke double banger. And Rooster on the other side of things go for heavy util on TJ with a kit, heavy stack on the B site, and just rack him with a banger to try and allow the other 3 CTs to swing if BNK come this way. But Chels are going to figure out real quick that they might not be going that way.
1v5 effectively on this A side. Ooh, I don't think he saw... Oh no, I did see Brace and Apps. But he's going to be lacking critical information that the 4 other Kangaroos heading his direction.
There's the info. There's the shots. Oh, Chell looked good for more than one there, but unfortunately just couldn't land the second. Addict on the swift trade, and A site is in their hands. Plenty of util as well for Rooster to make this retake work, and the kit buys them 5 seconds or so. 3 men making their way up mid, and just 1 at CT as BNK are trying to figure out where they want to pop this banger.
Yeah, it's got to be... Well, they've got a kit though, so Rooster can take a bit of time. ASAP stick his balcony, Race takes him out. And well, this couldn't go any worse for Rooster at the moment. And indeed, just got a lot worse. Clean pistol round actually by Bandits Kangaroos there. Seems like Rooster had all the pieces of the puzzle, but I just couldn't put them together.
Well, they've got more pieces in this round as well. Forcing on Inferno in the second on the CT side is something you'll see regularly throughout time. Close range angles make it light work for the pistols, especially these 5.7s. Rackham, even with that Famis, can do some solid damage, and eyes down mid allows him to cheat up halfway. Oh, but unfortunately, man's too jacked, those shoulders too wide, gets spotted around the corner, and won't get anything done with that rifle. So the investment is almost all for naught. But the Scout will at least get 1 trade and a second crispy shot there, straight onto the noggin of PZ.
So I said Jealous is just a gun of that Scout. I swear he's better with the Scout than the Orb. And that's quite a high bar to set. Some of these rounds, Chelios just like 240 plus damage with that Scout. It pretty much ends the round on his own. But Rooster have gambled for a stack. And the lovely fellas of the Bandits Kangaroos are looking towards B.
Util lined up, and it's going to clear out everything. Not that they need to, but they don't know it's empty. Only we know it's empty, and Chell's going to be bringing that Scout in to maybe get a bit of extra damage done, as Rooster are going to show 3 men with presence down mid, hoping they can get their mitts on some extra rifles, and they're going to do just that. Famis recycled, TJ with a Galil in hand as well, and ASAP coming from behind with a flash, with a smoke to set him back up on the retake, and that's a great way to make things even more difficult for BNK.
Yep, this retake pretty handy at the moment. They've got a Mac 10, they've got a FAMAS, they've got an AK, and a new box. The problem is they don't have the nades to get them out of position, but they will smoke off hats. Hats might go through the smoke to try and give some coverage to the new box. TJB. He's trying to stick it here. ASAP is trying to stick it. The spray is not that great. Alex grabbed one. ASAP might be able to get the defuse here because he's just still defusing into all of this, and he will get the defuse.
Sticks it. Pros don't fake, but the cover was lovely out of the rest of the troops there.
Rooster
fight hard for that first round.
ASAP sticking that was like incredibly risky. I can't believe the Kangaroos were unable to just take care of that. Just look towards ASAP at the coffins. He was quite visible. But I don't have a lot of other stuff going on. I think they'll probably surprise themselves that ASAP was still sticking it.
No early mid presence from BNK. Just slowing things down and force buying up themselves into this third round. We'll see if they're going to be successful or not up against a lovely looking buy from Rooster. Smoke at the ready. Looking to block. Ooh. And Hazard almost hunts himself a cock, but won't quite connect. Well, swinging. The third repeat will put one down, but get traded right out. And the FAMAS now retrievable for the ASAP close range against a techie. Sometimes doesn't work, but Pika's advantage is a hell of a thing sometimes. Flash at arch side, and BNK are unfazed. Just hitting the brakes at bracket.
Your tech 9s are only strong if you're holding W. If you ain't holding W, or just an easy target, sitting duck. And then he could get these to line up. One, and doesn't get the second. Hazard sharp. And Sap is showing he's even sharper. From downtown. Second round of the board for Rooster.
Into the fourth we go. BNK will be forced to go down to the Glocks. So, Rooster, you can see Chelios is aware that the finances aren't in a good way. He's happy to pick up the MP9, and TJ going to be doing the same thing too. Looking to farm up a storm. And Chell not investing in any utility. He just wants to fight. He wants to pump those stats.
Yeah, they check the general ledger, Rooster, and it just like, says, too poor. Need more. Hence the MP9s have come out. Yeah, this might get it. He's just under a bit of pressure, but he'll get 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's a perfect round. All 5 alive, all 5 kills with an MP9. Can't get better than that.
Chell going instantly on the upgrade to the AWP now, knowing that he can afford that. Doesn't really want to be losing too many of these CT-sided rounds, especially when the momentum is so heavily favoring the feathered individuals. But we'll see what BNK can do with their first real gun round up against the likes of Rooster, who have almost everything they need and more. There's a Galil there. There's still an MP9 in their midst, so not the most solid buy, but it's a good buy nonetheless.
Indeed. Addict charging through. I haven't seen much of Addict, but he's just charged through, taking down 8 Sap immediately. Chelios with the attempted trade. Ooh. Well, he gets a trade, Chelios, but he goes down the hazard anyway. MP9. Oh, he's just contacted Hazard there, finishes them off. But the Kangaroos still maintain that one-man advantage. Brace quick to trade. And now they're heading to Rackham.
Okay, Rackham. Unfortunate scenes to not find that second man, but a great trade from Brace. Will open up that A site. Bomb in sight now. And Hat's looking just to stop that cross. The molly forces Nedic back. And he'll appropriately just sit back, wait for that one to burn away, and try to figure out if he can get back into the A side. He's been crispy on these shots. I'm having deja vu back to that Mindfreak game earlier, but this time it's Brace to snatch it away. And there you have it. 2 on the board, BNK. Not letting Rooster run away with the game.
Yeah, definitely a huge duel there from Brace. Obviously he was probably waiting for Hats to come in to support, but it's very hard for Hats to support. Basically could quickly swing over a slight readjustment and take out the pit player. Rackham to just keep ducking and weaving, buying time on that bomb. Not really much could be done in that scenario by Nedic. This is the second time today that Addict has been able to stare at a Molotov and it does not hit him at all.
Yeah, gets a good spread there. Molly just not being thrown too optimally deep, so they'll think it's all cleared out, but I think they're pretty happy with how the situation has played out for them. And BNK now just going to group up with 3 towards Banana. Hazr at bottom mid can pivot at any moment, as Hats as well, just looking to lock down apartments. But the bloodbath's going to happen here towards B.
Hazard, see if he can beta rotate. TJP doesn't get the victory that he needs. Smoke towards CT and executes on for B. But a counter Molotov actually comes in. And Rooster's going to hurt them a bit, but Alec's going to be a bit unhappy about that, trying to punish them on the B site. The final fight is going to be coming on B site very shortly. Rotations have come through. 3v3 basically on the B bomb site. Street fight happening in about 5 seconds. The mollies and flashes being thrown in. Getting everything lined up. Rooster have committed a 4th player. It's going to be a big defense here for Rooster. And, well, it does start. And it does finish just like that. And PZ is just running away. A beautiful 3-for-1 trade. And Rackham is just trying to clean out CT as well. Trying to clean out Speedway, making sure that PZ isn't trying to flank through there. And Rooster will get a 4th round aboard and PZ just curtails and run. I think Rackham actually put... I don't think Rackham used any of his utility. Or he just picked up a flash after round.
I felt like over time that's a pretty recurring trend when it comes to Rooster and some of their members. They'll just have util, not think about it. And if you really think about it, you can't kill anyone as easily when you don't have a gun in hand. So I understand the theory, especially in a region like Australia. Yep. Sometimes you don't need the util.
Yeah, exactly. And sometimes it's better for a retake as well, just in case they're like so deep into new box, you can just chuck one there, eventually get a kill. But you know, obviously preventative is better than reactive, of course. Just saves them a bit of money though for Rooster. You know, you don't have to spend the $1,000 or whatever on util.
Pistols in apps are a great place to play with them. Until it could get collapsed upon at any given moment. There's that shot, but the pit player should stop the bust from Hat, who doesn't get too over-ambitious with that Glock in hand, just playing a pixel line. A tight one towards Moto. Spotted though. And VNK just looking to go for a bust, go strengthen numbers and hope that they don't get sprayed down. But it seems towards the 40-second mark. Okay, PZ. Let's drop that AWP on the ground, which can now potentially be picked up by one of the Roos. But it is all the Roos as well. Bomb starting to make its way back to B instead. Oh, PZ, more damage. And Rooster, a little bit awkward for him now.
Yep. Very, very awkward. TJP just trying to time the flash. That's a perfect timing. Bomb drop to CT. And TJP's just wandered around all by himself. Can he take out PZ for the ace? He might swing. He is going to swing. PZ. TJ. Oh no! Looks the wrong direction, but Nedic there to trade. What a spray down by TJ there. And also not to mention the perfect timing for the flash. They just sniff it's a fake going to B. And TJP's flash catches the timing so well.
Not bad at all. And that's going to be 5 on the CT side. Rooster could potentially knock out the team that's been taking maps off of Greyhound here in the lower bracket in a decently length day of games. But it's still early days. It's still the first half. You never know what's going to happen in the second.
Seems like, you know, bad news are living in fear of the Rooster. The almighty cock, as they say. No aggression from the BNK at the moment. A lot of nades being thrown in. Just checking all these angles.
Real slow mid round here.
Uh-huh.
Just going in slowly, clearing out dig. Arch smoke going to fade shortly with a wrap smoke towards library. No, it's a little bit deeper. It will allow them to go arch if they want. Bomb is here with the pack. No one lurking. So they're taking a bit of a risk to try to make this play happen. And the flash won't push CTs right back, but Nedic gets deep on the CT line and only finds one. So in the meanwhile, they can split B, but the bomb's sitting at boiler, so I dare say it's just a fake.
Yep. Chalice I think they know each other are nearby. Chalice has got that boiler angle. I think they've had a duel before, and Chalice has got PC, but almost gets a collat, but couldn't fire the AWP bullet in time. And now Rackham, he's not sure whether they're going to come from Graveyard, or they're going to come from opening a pit, or whether they're going to jump over him. Well, hazr flies in basically from over the top, but they should get the bomb in time. Yep, there we go. Can't really, beggars can't be choosers in applying those bombs. But the TJP Shark is coming in. They look in the right direction for TJP Shark. Indeed, they are. Addict makes no mistake, and he can't make a mistake there on 8 HP. And the Kangaroos get a third round on the board.
Not a bad series of events for him. Still a chance to get 7 on the T side here, or even just tie things up at the half, keep it as competitive as possible. And Josh, I think your prediction's out the window. Rooster with 5. You said 10 to 4, didn't you?
Yep.
Very ambitious.
I'm trying my best, okay? I'm trying my best to, try to not curse everything at sight.
Yeah.
Maybe I can get TJ to say he owes me one, okay?
Okay.
As I said, at the end of that, we're going to get an OT since I've said that now. I swear my prediction magic is just off today. Everything, just the opposite happens. Just turning into a normie Mac these days, a normie caster. Anytime I, speculate anything happens, bam, the curse is real. Chaos lining everything up. That's going to be picked up by PC. Right in the chest. And the Kangaroos. Well, they look like they're going to execute A and rack him. Well, let's hope his aim training goes well. Going well so far.
Yeah. Cracks that one right open. And should feel pretty confident in this situation.
I wouldn't be so sure because, never mind, PC's on point. I wouldn't be too sure, what happens. PC was out in the open there, and if that 5-7 connects, then that round gets a bit harder for hazr. Oh, jeez, the timing. Rooster getting timing so badly.
Oh, Nedic. Man's been carrying Rooster through a lot of the quals lately, but won't get that final bullet. Hazr living on 2. And Rooster going to be livid that that round didn't go in the bag. So damn close. BNK will take themselves a 4th. It's cost them a whole bunch of their economy, though, as they reinvest fully.
Sometimes if the bullets ain't hitting, that's your last bullet. You just got to throw the M4 at them, okay? That stage, go down! You could just breathe on Addict and fall over. That's how low Addict was. You seen that moment with the Hound and Gregor on Game of Thrones? He's like, why won't you die? That's pretty much genetic there. It's also such a big impact as well because it's bad news. Kangaroos can put it to 5 themselves.
Smoke at the ready. Looking just to stop any early bust out of BNK. We'll see if BNK are going to make the right read. If they saw Rooster's game earlier, which they wouldn't have because they were playing their own game, Rooster were doing a whole bunch of this.
Mm-hmm. It's good to see that Bad News Kangaroos are adhering to the speed limit as well along Moto. They can only go 10 meters an hour. But the A site's going to be, well, very empty. And, well, with the bomb being planted, the Roosters are now out of their cages.
Where are they going?
I don't know. They're free range. I have no idea.
Love a good free range chook.
Oh, definitely.
Always tastes that a little bit better.
You get it. Oh, that's right. You talked about it before. You got them from Woolies. They're so good, eh? They're so good.
Do love a bachelor's handbag.
Yep. Basically, when my former dog, because he passed away about 5-6 years ago, when he had stomach issues, he was eating one of those a night. Basically, breakfast and lunch and dinner.
Including the bones?
Pardon?
Including the bones?
Nah. We took those out. We made sure he didn't eat any of those.
I was worried for a second.
Yeah, don't worry. Of course, I deep-fried the chicken before I gave it to him. Sliced it off, the breast and whatnot. To be fair, that dog was very smart as well. Like, if you try to feed him any tablets, he would sneakily hide it under his tongue and then put it out afterwards. Probably do that with the bones as well.
Naughty little clucker, that guy.
Yes. And you know what makes it worse? He's a dash hound, so he's also very vicious to, like, other dogs and kids.
A dachshund ate a whole Woolies chook a day.
Yeah.
That's a lot of
Don't worry. And the worst part is, he's just awfully cute, so you can't be bad at him.
Well, Hats is pretty cute too, but that's a conversation for another time. As Chell is looking the wrong way and spins around, but was not ready for the Roos to be so advanced. And Sap as well. Goes out with a flash, whiffed a couple of shots there, won't be able to. Oh, he does get that second on the Hats as Addict takes him out as well. 3v2 in the post plant, and Rooster, looking at the financials, you probably want to save there.
Yep. I'd probably like to, Chelios, like, Chelios, here, no cash here, as they save the money. Too many Australian movie references at this stage.
Everything's slowing down, and BNK got to get right out of dodge. I don't think Hazard's getting away. PZ, maybe. But boy, it took a little while to get that wriggle on.
I reckon Hazard's definitely gone. Oh no, he lives.
Okay. That's why they're playing and we're not, Josh.
Yeah, that art bomb is very generous, okay? That bomb taketh, that bomb giveth, it seems.
I guess it was pointed back sight, so
yeah.
Gave him the extra second or two to make that space.
I was getting worried there, Hazard might need to practice some KZ, he got stuck on the wagon there.
I'm not allowed to practice KZ anymore. All the servers are bad. And the game's bad for KZ, so we can't play.
That's why. That's what's happening. He's getting rusty.
Of course.
To be fair, I like the KZ servers quite a bit. I just felt like a mouse and goat half the time.
I miss KZ. I miss CSGO, low key. But look, that's
post CSGO depression there.
Game.
It is. It's sad. Like, I can understand.
Last round of the half, and a chance for BNK to solidify the lead moving into the second after such a solid start for Rooster. They just haven't been able to find anything. Kangaroos shifting into a different gear, and Chelios, no fear, swinging, going to be able to find one more for himself there. And things get a little bit awkward up dig as TJ starts the flank and will be able to find one more. Last man goes down, and Sap with a 3K from pit locks it in at an even scoreline 6-6 as we head to the half. time to keep on cooking. Second half pistol is 10 seconds in and a chance for one of these teams to edge out over the other. Rooster running it at the Roos now, who are now on the defense. Let's have a look at what Sap can do. Silent boosted into apps. And a 4-man setup on A for the Roos.
Yep. The Roos fans are probably, screaming, defense. Defense. Can't really do the noise. I'm afraid that I might break my desk if I do. only kit, the dualies on PZ. Well, do you really need a dualies? And you've got a crisp aim from Addict and Hazard there. Racken pops out of apartments, and looks like the Roosters are turning the match on its head. And indeed, they are turning the pistol around with Hats trying to rotate over, but Hats is a experienced veteran of the pistol round. And if he stops, well, it looks like it at the moment.
Unfortunately, he got a little bit too shaky there. Couldn't land the headshots he was looking for, and that'll be that. Rooster taking 7 now. And potentially running off to the lead, but we were talking about it in the first half. CT side of Inferno is a great place to go for that second round force buy. And we'll see if PZ can put in his shell pants and maybe fashion a couple of headshots with his scout.
That's what you need. I haven't seen PZ too much on the scout, but we're going to see him here. He's going to nail a shot. Pretty good, pretty good. Put up the 8 out of 10, 8 out of 10 sign. It's got some damage on TJP. If he got a headshot, it would have been 10 out of 10. Perfect dive. What if there's exchange of guns going to come in? Like, TJP's going to shove off his, Galil.
Ooh. Well, we'll see if they have a chance to. TJP and Shell teaming up to crack open the B site, mostly because Brace is still here. Tucked away towards CT, 5-7 at range. Can get some damage done. The smoke goes down. Nate dodged as best as he can. And Brace, a dangerous game, going straight back to site there. And in the meanwhile, Addict still tucked on A, waiting for a lurker.
Yeah, Brace really rolling the dice there. It's like, need a 20 agility check to go above that. Brace like, yeah, I'm rolling that. Rolling that dice check, mate. Doesn't roll a natural 20 though, but he does pass the check. And now he's been smoked out. Guess he's trying to find the planter to see if he can just do some shenanigans and delay them from getting the bomb planted. The only death is Nedic, but it's only a Mac 10, and recently they can't even grab that weapon. That weapon's being guarded by TJP at the moment. It would be funny if Brace gets killed by the bomb site from B.
Oh, I think he's good where he is.
Yeah, he's definitely good, but he was like sneakily close to it on near the arch side. I'm like, it'd be funny if he gets hit for 27.
Well, Rooster, all should be right here. TJ takes 7 damage there, and Brace is as good as gold. Over towards Freezer. And that's going to be 8 on the board for Rooster. Let's see if they can do it up against the next round. This is going to be a cleaner one on paper, as BNK are not bringing in too much. Just those saved couple of pistols, maybe a cheeky upgrade for one of the boys. Those USPs can still be pretty deadly if you get put in the right spot. Hazard with those 2 bangers is going to be taking them across to B. 3 CTs, probably just going to play on the corner and pop themselves back in if Rooster take banana.
Yeah, if you get a double pink and a double dink with the USPs, it's just like, it's like having a 5-7 basically. PZ on the lurk. ASAP's gone through the balcony. He was silent boosted up, that PZ hasn't reacted yet. PZ's just waiting. He's going to go for the knife. He tracks the bomb down, but tried it out. Like I say, Rooster didn't check that. I think they were a bit surprised that someone is still playing that position, because that position was very popular in CSGO on anti-ecos.
Lovely round out of Rooster, keeping it relatively clean with 4 alive. TJ getting dinked down to 1 HP rather.
Yep.
And Rooster securing themselves a 9th. BNK, 3 rounds the deficit as they finally move into their first gun round, and PZ's gone for the glass cannon. Let's see if he can put it in a position to find some kind of impact. Looks like he is looking towards the A site. No good spawns for him to go too aggressive. You're not going to see that rob smoke come through. No, half wall. Or half banana, rather.
If you're going to go full glass cannon, you got to go full aggro, mate. Regardless of the spawn. The Rambo. Nah, that would be silly. But Chelios, is he going to spot PZ here? Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And trying to recover the AWP. Does. Oh, he gets away with it as well. Okay, maybe not. The sap's just like, nah. Hat should trade. Not looking the right way. And out to 3v3. Bit of a dogfight on towards the A site coming up shortly.
Addict and Hats. The last line of defense here on A. Going to be tested in a moment. As it's a slow wraparound through the arch side. And Rackham slowly making his way out of apartments. Timing looks good for BNK until they hear that pop into sight and realize, okay, well, at least we've got bracket control. Hat's just going to go for the full wrap back to apartments, try and buy some time. As Brace as well needs to make his big old rotation, the journey back from B.
They're just already there for the retake, Mac. You know, just like, we didn't leave the site, we were just preparing for the retake. Alex does take down TJP. Can he do anything else though? Rackham trying to get out pit, but he's been taken care of by Hats and Brace from the arch. And well, they get the first round here, the Bandu's Kangaroos on the CT side. I think they're just going to pick up that AWP. There we go. It is going to be that 12-12 scoreline, isn't it? It's shaping up that way. It's going back and forth.
Yeah. Solid first gun round. But to be convincing, BNK need to do it again. And a few more times to not only get into the lead, but start to shut down Rooster's economy here. Where are Rooster going to go? Looking like it is just typical old default. Molly at car. Shows some presence here at Banana. And then try and take that apartment's control. ASAP loves it. Loves getting up there in the light room. Trying to get the better of any of these Kangaroos who are lurking around where they don't belong.
Maybe you should, you know, if he loves this apartment so much, maybe you should just buy a lovely apartment in Italy, the countryside of Italy. Have you been to Italy before, Mac?
No.
No, I've only been to Rome, so that's about it. It's a good place actually. It's like, you know, hustling and bustling town. It's a lot of like awesome stuff in Rome.
I'm sure it's very culturally significant.
Yeah.
BNK, 2 men on the defense here. As Rooster slowly but surely took that banana control. But you can see that the util is going to get recycled here. Re-smoke at 28 seconds. Going to force them through eventually. Nade in the hands of Brace. And Hats as well has that molly, which is going to drop, knowing that Rooster are going to try to force their way through. There is going to be no time to do it. And the underarm nade is just going to clear that smoke out. An opportunity goes astray as hazr is going to be the one to snatch it from CT. Hats on the back of sight will, drop the ball at the worst possible moment. No one able to stop that bomb from going down. And Rooster, a sigh of relief until this retake is kicking. hazr finding all 3 kills, making a 4th, and the man's on for an ace, but he can't quite close it. Rackham now 37 points of health in the 1v2 as he backs away down towards Banana side. Addict and PZ trying to figure out how to get back in. Smokes finally starting to fade. A couple of bangers to get on the line, and Rackham over towards car side of Banana. We'll be able to take the fight with Addict. Peek's advantage exists, and the man needs to go wide, but Addict ready for that jiggle. And the retake works out thanks to hazr. 4 huge kills.
Yeah, hazr just went in there. Just went through the smoke. Just did everything himself, but just couldn't take out Rackham. Rackham was just the final piece of the puzzle, and Rackham was just able to hold. I guess they start playing from Rackham, just playing from Banana, playing from that area there. Probably didn't expect him to be down to the Banana area. And in fact, they only found him out because I missed a couple of shots on Addict. Easy. Let's see how he goes with the orb towards Mexico. Quits after about 5 seconds there. It's just like the Roosters aren't coming.
Yeah. What's going on here for Chell and TJ? Just sending the message through the smoke, but BNK all the way back on B, so not going to catch any stray bullets there. Sent their way up Banana. And over on the other side of things, just a default setup. PZ peering into mid. Getting ready to flick onto Boiler if ASAP did go past that line of vision.
Thought it was funny though. The flashbang was at a perfect time for Bad News Kangaroos because they threw the HE down to open up the angle. They couldn't shoot at it because they were flashed. Perfection. Now Rooster.
Last round. Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
this is interesting. They're still going to get the bomb though.
Toby Brace Barnes trying to figure out where he wants to go. Can he stack A? Archer's open. He needs to plug that hole, and he's going to do just that, except Sap has heard him coming in. And the timing is damn good for Rooster right now. Is ASAP able to thread the needle? He knows one's deep in CT. One at the back of B, just dancing around the ultimate smoke here. And Hats is going to almost do enough. But in the meanwhile, 3 CTs fall. Blink and you'll miss it. ASAP doing big work over towards Arch. Denying those rotations. Again, MVP of the round for sure. And it's flawless for Rooster. 10 on the board.
That was such a beautiful execute from Rooster. They eventually caught Hats. I was getting a bit worried there that Chelios would go down and pretty much, you know, Rooster's execute would become a bunch of scrambled eggs along the floor. But yeah, somehow they just made it work. It's just Hats seemingly lasted forever. Now we've got a Bad News Kangaroos with only USBs and a Deagle. Wait, did Rooster damage themselves, or did the Kangaroos have a HE?
They probably naded something.
Yeah. Just upping that difficulty slider again, Rooster. Brought it in from the previous series and Overpass.
We'll see if they can keep it clean up against the pistols. But for the moment, just going slow. So far, the late busts have been going relatively well for them. At least that getting to sight. Securing the rounds is another whole thing. But keeping it clean here, and again, pumping up the economy is a great way to make it easier for them to close out the series and continue a lower bracket run here in the IEM Chengdu 2024 Oceanic Closed Qual.
Yep, and you know, the winner of this team versus Mind Freak. No one is surprised about that one. To try and play against Greyhound, potentially the grand final. Now Rooster going into a fully packed B site of nothing but air.
And the CT's finally going to be spotted. ASAP away. Expecting the swing from multiple members and doesn't want to donate the AK. So he's running. He's got his joggers on. And Medic now looking to pump up some stats of his own. 3 peeks there. Last man spotted. And he will fall. So a chance to maybe Save the AK. It's going to be hard. Damage. The call to order for Brace gets one more crispy shot onto Rackham with TJ close to trade. And that's going to be 11 secured. Rooster 2 rounds away from that dub.
Yep, 2 rounds away. Give me a timeout from Bad News Kangaroos here. This is going to be one of their first close games on Inferno. The last 2 Inferno maps for both of these teams, no one scored above 6 rounds. Like, the losing team did not score above 6 rounds.
Quick tactical to have a chat as to how to lock this round down for the Roos. 3 rounds. They need to tie it up. And 5 for the series. And their money again is in a terrible position. After the Roosters finally managed to get a couple of rounds here in this half. Frog smoke at mid. Denies the attention. And PZ saw him, but he didn't have the gun out. And Chell going to be able to maybe find himself not only the upgrade, but full apps control. Addict tucked at the back of Carps. And with the banana control, they are going to cheat some numbers across. Bomb still at T-stairs, though. So in a moment's notice, if Rooster decide to smack it up banana, if they can get past Brace here, it's B for free.
I think Brace has recognized that, so it's just going to drop back a bit. Doesn't want to do too much towards banana, given the fact the closest player is Hats. And Hats is barely at library. Rackham just jiggle peeking. Just waiting for the entrance back into the apps. And now, Betty's Kangaroos are just looking for signs of an execute coming their direction. I think Betty's Kangaroos is going to find out it's going to be an A side hit, given that nobody's in banana. On the trigger, press coming in to rotate. Oh, geez, Chelios. Another needle threaded. "23 seconds. Last second execute. Flashbang's been thrown in. Has to can't see. Goes down to Netic. Rackham and Netic are perfect. Brace tries to rotate around, but just nothing at all. Just denial of the Bad News Kangaroos. And that's 4 serious points for a Rooster. A reverse sweep?
Maybe. Certainly could be on the cards at the moment.
Oh, definitely on the cards. There's a 5-7, a Deagle, 3 MP9, so they can do the business. Deep Molotov. That's just burning, actually. They ran through the banana Molotov, and Bryson Hats have taken down TJP. Will they get out, though? Shadow's just taking a bit of damage as well. This is looking pretty good for the Kangaroos at the moment. Even though Bryson Hats took a lot of damage, they took down TJP. They actually got that AK in the end from TJP, since he started so advanced on banana.
Rackham control going to be theirs in a moment. Oh, unless Rackham has something to say about it. Good timing on the swing from Addict. And now Rooster with the 3v2 on B. If they put a molly at New Box, then this is all going to go poorly. And one's going towards second. Brace. There's a nade. Here comes the molly. And if Brace goes down for the shift, then maybe Hats can make this one happen. Surely not expecting that second man. Let's see. Damage done and time bought. 30 seconds to plant and dislodge Hats here as the rotations start to come through thick and fast. Addict making his way in from Con. And it's all going to boil down to the timing. Netic just sitting in the dark at the back of sight. Hats moving, but not shooting. Not going to be able to buy enough time. And Chelios, his position now known too. Addict swinging. Almost gets the whole job done. Netic will stick it on the first tap. And BNK, goes through. No, Netic Has he saved the day? Has he closed it out? No way! Addict stops him. The other New Zealander in the server says, no, not today. And BNK, they are still on. They still have a shot at OT.
That was such a back and forth round. I mean, you weren't sure if Rooster's got it in. You know, Nec was just creeping in there. Hats didn't hit him at all. You thought Nedek had the doors unlocked. And then Chelios misses that in hand. Peek down CT. And it's just going left and right. And Nedek almost like took down Addict towards the end. It was just an absolute... The round had everything. My heart is still racing at the moment. It's just incredible round from both teams. So close yet so far.
Good molly for BNK. And again, even if you instantly throw those smokes, they don't extinguish it in time, and you still take a whole chunk of damage right now in CS2. Shout out to Subtick.
Good old Subtick. At least 20 damage as well. I've noticed that. I reckon they need to fix that right away. It's like you have to pre-smoke the molly. Just incredibly difficult to do. Instead of pre-fight, it's pre-smoke now, okay?
Has made his way back towards reverse default. Snuck away from this bracket presence that Rooster had been throwing. Embrace, whoa, with the flash. Caught out, can't shoot. Nade slows him down, and he tries to stop him up, but he won't be able to crack him, and that might just be that. A-site's gone. CS has crashed. And I don't know if the game's done or not. But I'd assume with the position we ended at just then, the game might be done.
Might be done. It could be. We never know. Dun dun dun
We'll
dun.
never know.
Find out on next episode.
I'm just gonna wait.